welcome to Barely Necessities. It's that time of day when Laughing Place gets together and chats about the latest Disney merchandise. I'm the site's co-founder, Rebecca Mosley, and our site manager, Rebecca Burbank, is with me. We had a trio of Rebeccas today because Becky from MEI Travel, who is also a Rebecca,
Yes.
joined earlier. So,
Oh, that's so fun. There we go. It's a three Rebecca.
a three-Becca Tuesday.
Yeah.
Hi, Gio. Good evening. How you doing? You look a little wintry with your vest there. Is it a little
Yeah.
chilly out in the Burbank house?
I mean, it has been so cold here. It's finally better today, but
Oh,
this is nice and pretty lightweight. So it's just more to the fashion element.
Gotcha. Well, we're gonna dive right into some. I love these totes. They're like these big old faces.
Okay, so I was like, who is using these? Where are you going to take them? But I
Cute.
can appreciate the fun of the design. And yeah, like you're saying, it's a giant face. It's fantastic. Yeah. Kyle was saying Mickey's is harder for him to look at because you just have like that huge like Mickey face, whereas at least with Minnie, that bow kind of helps to break it up. But I think it's cool how they're shaped. Like
Yes.
you've got that, you definitely have the classic head and the signature, the autograph.
But here's what I want to know, Becca. If I set it down like that, is it really gonna stay? Like, is there like a little bit of flatness to the base? I feel like there is with the design. See here, it feels like there's a little bit of flatness. So when I set it down, because otherwise I'm just envisioning putting my bag down.
No, I was wondering that too. I'm not entirely sure. They say that it's cotton and it's like a canvas crafted design or coated it's a canvas tote. So yes, maybe there's some sturdiness to it, but I think it's going to depend on how much you have in it. I don't think it'll there.
Gio coming in, huge, awkward. Okay, fine.
I saw someone on X responded to Disney Store's tweet before this, or I guess post before this dropped, and they had a photo of Mickey and Minnie, but then also a Stitch bag, same kind of design.
Yeah.
Disney Store only has Mickey and Minnie, so I don't know if other characters will be making their way or if these are available. I'm guessing at the parks, but
do these feel very IG to you? Very like, you know how we have food items now that are clearly way more about getting your picture than about the flavors involved. Do you have that feeling when you look at these, that these are kind of an Instagram bag?
Yes, and maybe that's why I'm like frustrated by them, like because it's not really like practical the way some other items might be. But is it going to make for a great photo? Absolutely. Is it going to be fun to carry it around? Yes. So
only why it caught my eye, and I adore it because I carry
and I don't. If you want to get one and carry one, I think that is awesome. It's just not making its way to my home.
Gio coming in going, I finally saw in person. Obnoxious. Okay. Wow. Some strong opinions. Okay, so here's something that's not obnoxious. It actually fits with my color palette that I have on today. Some beautiful Sorcerer's Hat inspired mouse ears. Okay, Becca, you're leaning in a bit more to these?
Oh yes, these remind me. I should have brought my shoes over. I didn't think to do that. These remind me of the Mickey 90 shoes from Vans, where the color is a little different. That one is more of a royal blue, and this is that navy. But these are so lovely.
I would love to see these in person because they look really incredible in that picture. They don't quite carry over onto the screen here, but that silver is a very much that sparkly, metallic, almost glittery silver to it. I like how they have a star field in the bow even. So just really leaning into the whole galaxies and kind of, sorcery in the sky kind of dynamic. The bow is a plushy, like a velvet sheen to it as well. So,
Mhm.
and these is just one of a few pairs of mouse ears that have popped up. We've got a Dooney and Burke. Are these jumping out at you?
I think they're pretty. It's a little bit more playful than what I would wear, but I do think they're very pretty. What about you?
And I go back and forth on the pink and red
Yeah?
dynamic, whether or not I like it or not. The red here is a little too, the way it comes off on the computer is a little too orangey red than
Okay, yeah.
with that pink. But it could be that the computer is playing tricks. I do, however, find this hysterical. This photorealistic popcorn ear. So,
Yeah, and they've done popcorn ears before, but this is the first where it's like, yeah, I don't know, it looks like you're gonna be able to pull those pieces of popcorn right off the ear and snack.
oh, Becca, did my vocal drop out weird on you?
You were I thought it was maybe on my end. There was about a 10, 15 seconds there where I couldn't hear you.
Oh
And
wow.
like the
Oh,
screen
okay.
was frozen. So
Oh wow. No, it
so
was probably me. Okay, cool. Thanks, Geo, for checking in on that. We've also got a nice navy print with little character bubbles, a little bit of sparkle with the glitter bow. These
mhm.
are really simple but fun.
Yes. Yeah, and I think everything but that Sorcerer Mickey ear headband, I believe, is on at Disney Store. Unless I
Hey.
have that wrong. I've looked at so much Disney Store merchandise that you tend to you forget. Ugh.
No worries. No worries. Okay, this next item is shocking to me. I don't know if it was shocking to you as well.
It
I
was it was something that I was like, okay, we have to write about this.
It is a pickleball bag, but from Dooney Burke.
Yeah, with the popular Disney sketch pattern that has been around for I don't know how long. Like that was the first I feel like that was the first pattern when Disney collaborated with Dooney. So
Yeah,
kind of
so
cool.
this is a familiar pattern. We've seen it for a while, but now, and what's interesting with this, I don't recall before if it was Disney World and Disneyland within the same kind of pattern, but you've got the balloons, you've got classic Mickey, classic Minnie. This is a cross
Yeah.
sling bag, and a little spot for your pickleball racket.
Yes, and as they mentioned, that it doesn't come with the racket, but yeah, from the pickleball rackets that I've seen, they're all very standard size, so you don't have to worry about whether or not this would fit in there. Um, I can I could see this being a very, very popular item, especially at some of because aren't there some places to play pickleball at Disney resorts? Like I could see a subset of guests with their Dooney pickleball.
Donna saying favorite pattern material. Geo saying thought it was a fly swatter kit. Hey, you could use it for that if you wanted. Go right ahead. I mean, it's
Yeah,
okay. You don't have to play pickleball with a pickleball racket. You can use it to fan yourself.
that's right. That's right.
So there you go. See, coming up with alternate uses. Um, Festival of the Arts at Epcot is underway. So it's technically called the Epcot International Festival of the Arts. And the merchandise is here. It's purple and features our favorite little figment of the imagination. Becca, very bright and cheery. Anything in particular reach out at you? I'm going to kind of flip through these as we chat.
Yeah, this is not actually one of my favorite collections that they've released for Festival of the Arts. I love that Figment gets all the attention. Like that's always a win for me. But yeah, this is just a little bit more. I feel like juvenile it sounds mean, but it feels a little more juvenile than what I would prefer to have in my collection.
No, I agree with you. It does. It goes kind of beyond playful
Hmm.
to childish. And yeah, but I do like the hat, the
Yes.
simplicity of the hat. I did notice that as I was looking through the items. And I also I love that we have some pass holder items for people who particularly enjoy showcasing their love of being a pass holder.
Mhm.
So we've got that, and the cute little footprints walking up the side.
Yes.
I like the concept, not necessarily the execution, but
Right.
I appreciate that nod to that portion of the attraction where you've got the little footprints kind of guiding you through. So yeah, so some neat little touches. Um, as always, there is a variety of like art inspired collectibles when you
Mhm.
complete the search. So this year they seem to be stencils that
Mhm.
you can pick up. You can see the stickers are various famous pieces of art. So as you travel around Epcot, try and find the art. You'll learn a little bit more about the art, the country of origin of the artist, or those dynamics, and then receive a nice little piece of art support fund.
Have you done the brush with the masters before?
I have done the jump into the pictures, and is that because that's what this is reminding me of, where they showcase various pieces of art that you can take pics, like you can be amongst the crew
Okay.
that is Washington crossing the Delaware,
Okay.
and
So
so you
this
can step into the art.
that sounds like a lot of fun. I've never been to the Festival of the Arts. It's still on my wish list to get to one day. But
It's hard because it's so small.
yeah.
It's such a limited event, and I mean, and I understand why, because the kind of it showcases the art, right?
Mhm.
And so you have limited editions of art available and artists out there, at the tent talking to the public. So I understand why it's kind of a smaller little event, but man, it makes it hard to be sure you can be at Epcot during it, and it is so much fun. I think it's my favorite of the festivals now.
That's so cool.
Yeah. So hopefully you'll get out there sometime. It took a while, but I finally got to hit it. There we have lots of video and
Yes.
images from around the International Festival of the Arts here on Laughing Place. So be sure to check that out. I will add a link. I won't do like I did last time and tell you all it'll be up there because I tried and yeah, that didn't work for me. I'm gonna have to learn how to do it. So um Roosevelt's new items, what they got, Becca?
Okay, so this is not Disney related. I mean, I suppose it could be Disney adjacent to some extent, but I really, really loved this collection when they previewed it for us, and I was like, we have to write about this. We write about Hasbro a lot anyway, so these are some classic Hasbro games. I suppose they were actually Parker Brothers before they became part of Hasbro, right? Isn't that so? But
Yeah.
yeah, we've got a Monopoly shirt right there. I love the color choices for this collection for the yeah, it's like the game night collection. Yeah, there's a all day polo there
Oh, these
celebrating
are various
Monopoly.
little tokens that you play Monopoly.
Yes,
Got the race car, the little doggy, a top hat, a thimble.
I
That's
know. And it's called Pasco because they always have fun names for all of their shirts.
awesome. Hi, Tom. How you doing? Oh, Tomcat. This must be Mousetrap.
Yes. Did you ever play Mousetrap?
No, I didn't have the patience.
Okay. Yeah, I've
I
never
played with
played
the
it.
I played elements. Played with the elements of the board. I never played the game itself.
Yep. My parents had it from before they had kids. And then so that was something we were always like, let's play Mousetrap. And my dad's like, it's not like you think. But it would be fun trying to like set it up not properly, but just or to set it up properly, but not actually play through the way you're supposed to. Yeah.
Oh, and a bit of Candyland fun. I see that Kyle says that you've proven his theory that nobody actually plays Mousetrap. Is that
I think he's saying you have proven the theory. Like,
oh,
yeah,
I
because
have. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
So as we because we were talking about that too. Like neither of us have ever played Mousetrap. I don't know anybody who has. But
Nobody.
we all have the game, right?
It wasn't until I was an adult that I didn't realize dominoes was a game beyond stacking and then knocking them over.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, like Mexican train dominoes. We learned to play that like last Christmas with Kyle's dad, and I'm like, this is actually fun. Then I found an app, and I'm like, I like this.
Yep, dominoes. Who knew? You could do something other than build little things that you knock over and cause cascades of dominoes. Pretty awesome.
We're trying to turn into a math lesson. That would be my mom's like, why don't we add and subtract? I'm like, no, don't make me do that.
I think this one though, Becca, is my favorite in the collection.
Yep, you and I are on the exact same page here. I love this. This you might not be able to tell from just this first glance, but this is Clue.
Let me give a hint. Oh. No, you've got it. We'll give you a clue, but check it out. In this design, you'll find a rope, a candlestick, a revolver. I'm pretty sure there's a dagger and a pipe.
A wrench, right? Or did you say wrench already?
And a pipe. So, see, these are the weapons of Clue, but look at it. It looks beautiful. It's like a lovely, lovely design that hides its evil intent.
This one's called Choose Your Weapon. So
that's a great name.
Naturally. Now, Clue is the game I have played, but I played it before they changed some of the characters because I think they've updated some of the character names. So
they have, and I played many, many times growing up with my dearest friend. Clue was a highlight in that family's house. And because it was often just the two of us playing, in order to ensure that the game didn't end if we made a wrong prediction too soon, we'd call in a parent. Hey, this is my guess. Come check it. Because otherwise it's, it's like you make a guess and then you're totally wrong and the game just totally ends.
Right.
So because it was just the two of us. So that was our little bit of Clue fun. And I loved the movie. It's a favorite. I don't know about you.
I've only seen it, I think, one time. But it was it must have been on VHS or maybe on DVD. So I got to see all of the endings because there were 3 endings, right?
There were several. Yeah. Exactly. In your theater, it was so fun because the theater marquee would say ending A or ending B. And so that, you could tell. I'm pretty sure it was when I saw it, it was a drive-in. That's what our family used to always try and find a drive-in. And so it would end up being a double feature of some Disney film with a more modern film, right? So I think it was paired with 101 Dalmatians, but I'm not 100% on that one. But I feel like it was 101 Dalmatians followed by Clue. I'm gonna have to go find an old paper and see if I can Google it and figure out what film it was, because that's kind of fun. My favorite double feature ever wasn't a drive-in. It was at the Cinerama Dome in Hollywood, and it was a double feature of The Black Hole and Sleeping Beauty. That's my favorite. Oh, Donna, way too clever. 101% not sure. So very, very good. Very, very good.
I think one of our first drive-in experiences was Aladdin, and I feel like it was also Homeward Bound. So it must have been, because Aladdin must not have been new or it wouldn't have been new. And we saw Aladdin in theaters years prior, but I think it was Aladdin and then, and then Homeward Bound.
Oh, that's cool. One of the last movies I saw before we moved, and up here in this area, we actually are lucky enough to have a drive-in. And so we've taken Gideon a couple of times. But before then, in my youth, one of the last ones I can remember going to was Cheetah. Do you remember that live action Disney film where these kids find an orphaned cheetah and kind of raise it? Yeah. And so that's and I'm pretty sure that one was partnered with Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Okay.
So kind of that era of Disney filmmaking. Oh, Gio, remember Close Encounters at the drive-in?
Oh, now I'm just gonna hear that. Da, 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 da.
Oh, 100%. That is still such a good film. I haven't shown it to Gideon yet. I need to show that to my teenager.
We all wanted to play around with our mashed potatoes after watching that. My parents were like, no. You don't get to play with your food.
Very, very early in that film, I was like, why is he trying to create Devil's Tower? And then when it was Devil's, I was like, woohoo, cool. Doobie could not get through Close Encounters. I've had 2 sci-fi moments where very early on in the film, I've been like, I know, and then it's like, you're not totally sure, and then it kind of confirms it at some point in it. That one and Star Trek 4. When that vehicle first shows up at the beginning, I'm like, I know what that sound is, and I was right. And the reason they had to go back in time, I knew it from the moment that big old ship showed up. So my big
Star Trek 4, where they're in San Francisco
Yep.
for a while. Okay,
Yep.
I actually liked that one. The third one is my favorite. Search for Spock is my favorite.
Okay.
I mean, of the original. I think I've only seen those 4.
4 was the one that best connected with me. I had posters from that movie all over my walls in I think I was college at that point. Our family took a trip to Monterey Bay Aquarium where they filmed some of it to see where they had filmed. My mom had done research to find out what's this place that they filmed is so beautiful, and so we drove over to Monterey Bay to see it. So yeah,
that's so cool.
Yep, way fun. Okay, back to merchandise.
I know, and back to Disney.
It's all good. It's geek culture. That's what we're all about.
Yes.
Speaking of which, Downtown Disney has a new boutique. Adorable.
Yeah, these photos are fantastic. I'm like, I want to go to Downtown Disney.
Oh, I'm jealous of Mike and Eric who got to check this out. Yes. Brightly colored, some sweet visuals. I'm gonna see if I can find the sign and I'll give you the quiz that I did on the show the other day with the little sign that they have in the background. Let's see. Oh, hey, these are some Aristocat kitties.
Yeah. Aren't they adorable? Oh. Yeah, and so these are just regular neon signs, right? Like
they're so cute.
I don't think there was anything they remind me of the Yellow Pop, but yeah, I don't think this is a collaboration. I think this is just Disney's own.
There's even Lucifer, but here you go. So see, okay. Character quiz. I'm putting you on the spot.
Okay.
Can you identify the characters represented here?
Okay, so we have what? Sully and Tigger, and I can see it now. At first I wasn't sure, but I see it's got to be Remy. I don't know who Y is for, but I feel like it's got to be is it Yzma?
Yes.
Okay, because then next to her is the A for Ariel, and then I think we've got an N for Nick Wilde, and then Dumbo finishes it off. Yay! Okay.
Bravo!
I get to keep my card.
Bravo! And I even put you on the spot. Way to go! I'll be honest, I had to cheat and go. The N is for that Zootopia guy. I can't remember because I can never remember what his first name is, even though it's an N. So yeah, I don't know why, but I don't want to call him Nick. I want to call him something else. I will not say it because that will only confirm that, but it is Nick. Are you a fan of these plushy head things that we're seeing? I mean, I famously within my peer group wear baseball caps as opposed to mouse ears. I've just never been a headband ear person, but I'm really curious what you think on these plush head bands that are popular.
So like the new headbands or the mini mix-its?
I want to say that these are mini mix-it, but paired up. So because down here with the angel, I feel like these are the mix-its, but paired. Okay. And then I see Chip and Dale off on the left. I see a Dumbo. I'm feeling like those might be mix-its, but either way, when we've got the plush dimensional head on a headband.
Okay, are you got it. Yes. So we're still okay. I'm like, because the next photo is the mini mix-its. No. So you're right. These are the plush headbands. Okay. Yeah, I like the concept of being able to design your own. I think I could see where it could be very, very popular with some fans. I think younger fans, but it could. I mean, anybody. I like the idea that you can go and pick and choose the characters that you want for a headband without having the traditional Mickey ears. But
we've got a yay from Becca on the dimensional plush resting on my head via a headband.
Yeah. I mean, if you're going to be wearing it in a Disney park, right? Like, so
wherever I see them all over the place. Yeah, the create your own headband here, and you can pick from amongst your friends. You've got Daisy, you've got Donald, Angel, Tigger. There's a variety of little friends there that you can throw on a headband. How about you, Donna? Are you doing that, Gio? You getting this for your niece? You throwing together a headband for them? Okay, and then this shop also features the adorable little mini Mix-Its. These are the plushies that come with little hats that are adorable.
Yes. Yeah, and I think each character comes with its own hat, but like the hats aren't available separately, at least not yet. So if you want to swap hats with another character, you're going to have to buy the other character.
Mm-hmm. So we've got those going on. I like the colors on this Pooh
the Pooh collection.
The Pooh hoodie over here. Or no, it's just it's a quarter zip.
Yeah.
That's a nice
yeah, he's been having a moment at Disney Store too. On at least the online. I feel like Winnie the Pooh this past now we're into 2025, but 2024, 2025, I feel like there's a lot of attention paid to Winnie the Pooh and Friends.
I like this idea Gio has. Add him to a lanyard or a backpack strap, maybe instead of a headband. I could see that being a way to go, almost like a lay of things. Donna, I'm not a headband wearer. I still have some. I like them. Are they heavy? Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to check it out when I'm there. Hopefully, I'll be at a Disney park in the not too distant future and have a chance to check out the plush headbands and see how they're weighted.
I don't have any of the photos readily accessible, but I took the Tsum Tsums, the Marvel Tsum Tsums, and I sewed 3 of them onto like a stretchy exercise headband, and so I dressed up for when they were doing the Avengers races for Run Disney in California. So I've worn them before, but like it was, I don't know, it was kind of fun. So I can
so you're the reason we have these.
Yeah. Yes. Because the one time I dressed up as the Avengers Assembled. So
I love that.
Yeah.
That is such a cute idea.
I had fun with it.
Donna saying they could like live on the front of my hat, right?
Mm-hmm.
I could have done that, thrown some Tsum Tsum on the front of my hat. Yeah, that'd work. Let's see. What do we have next? Oh, some celebratory items of a popular Disney film, the Goofy movie.
Yes. Yeah, these have popped up at Hollywood Studios. We have seen the mug before, the Max's Powerline mug on Disney Store, but it's cool to see it in person. And then there's some other neat items as well. I think that's an ornament that we have there.
Yes,
recognizing the 30th anniversary.
It looks so much bigger because the way the angle of the photo is. I thought it was like something you put on your desk, but then I noticed this. But then I noticed the little element here, and I'm like, oh, okay, wait. This is an ornament. Okay, that makes more sense. Ooh, this is bright.
Yes. Yeah, this is very 90s. So if that was the assignment, they did a fantastic job. This is Take Me Back.
I feel like I'm envisioning the Leaning Tower of Cheesa when I see this shirt. So definitely bringing up some great memories, and want to remind you that our friends over at Roosevelt, who give our team lots of wonderful wardrobe additions, they actually have a Goofy movie line of items over there too. So if you didn't see something within that previous collection, but you're a big Goofy movie fan, stop by Roosevelt's and see if they've got anything over there that fits your wardrobe and love of Goofy.
Daredevil, yeah. Daredevil's returning. Daredevil Born Again is returning March 4th. It's going to be on Disney Plus. And to get fans ready for the return of this character, there's a mask that's available at Disney Store. I don't know how I feel about this, but Daredevil's never been like my favorite character. I know a lot of people have an affinity for Matt Murdock, especially the Matt Murdock played by, wow, I totally just lost his name.
Yeah, sorry, I'm not going to be any help on this. So, chat if you're there, jump in. I know you're yelling at your screen.
Charlie somebody. I know it's the Netflix. It was the Netflix Marvel series that they released, and yes, and then now
Right.
they've been folded into the MCU.
Okay.
But yeah, this vigilante
Oh,
mask.
here he comes, Charlie Cox from
Thank you. Okay.
Kyle.
Charlie Cox playing Matt Murdock. So we've got a little bit of alliteration with the. Thank you, Kyle.
I like how they make sure that you know that the head form is not included. So this is the mask and the stand. You do get the stand. The stand is included, but the head form is not included. They're just letting you know how it would look on your face.
Yes.
Now, with this in mind, Becca, I have to tell you, I want to say it was on Blue Sky as I was looking through socials today. Someone took a model of Indiana Jones, you know, the usual like little tiny models, and scanned it, but in a 3D print full size so that they'd have somewhere to put their Indiana Jones fedora. And it looks like they have a bust of Harrison Ford that they keep their Indiana Jones fedora on.
That's amazing.
It was pretty epic. I think it was on my Blue Sky socials, but I'm not exactly sure. But that's what that moment. That's what reminded me of this. So the head form is not included. However,
right.
If you're resourceful, you can go online and you can find probably any number of personas that you could print out and be able to store your helmet on that head if you wanted. This one though is self-adjustable. It looks pretty fun for the Daredevil fan. That movie is coming in March. I think sooner than that, right? We've got the latest MCU coming.
Yeah, on Valentine's Day of all days.
Okay.
I'm like, okay. February 14th seems like an odd choice, but I'm excited to see
Valentine Hulk right there.
Yeah, right. I think, technically, I think we're calling him Red Hulk, right?
Yes,
Valentine Hulk works as well. But yeah, I'm excited to see Sam Wilson now as Captain America. So he's going to be leading this film, and then there's a bunch of specialty items that will be available at various movie theaters as the film comes out, including a keychain if you're going to see it at IMAX at AMC.
Okay, this is clever. It's a popcorn bucket, but it collapses into the shield. So when you're at the movie theater, it can be big and take up space and be all popcorny fun. But then when you're done, you can crush it down, collapse it, and now you've got a beautiful vibranium-looking shield to take home with you as a souvenir. So I love that over at AMC. Some specialty beverages as well. So if you are getting excited for Captain America Brave New World, be sure to stop by the link below to kind of check out what theaters have what, and make sure you're going to the one that has the item that you want. By the way, sometimes you can just pop in and get them too, or check online, and they're available online with shipping. So it's not always only in person at the theater that these specialty items are available to you.
Yes, that's true.
Do you have a favorite theater that when it comes movie time, Becca?
Well, the closest one to us is actually an Alamo Drafthouse, and we very much enjoy that experience. We also have an AMC by us, and we've gone there a couple times as well. So, what about you?
I miss AMC. No, I do not. I do not have any theaters nearby me that I like. Seriously, one is too hot, the other one's too cold, one is too noisy, one is not noisy enough. I have yet to find my Goldilocks when it comes to theaters living in this area, and I've been here for about 10 years now, and I've tried plenty. I got spoiled being in Orlando and going to Disney Springs Dine-In because
Yes.
I one of my things is the American culture of the mausoleum cathedral silence in a theater is not my cup of tea. So the dine-in I love because there's just an acceptance of kind of, the reality
Noise.
of noise and people coming and going. It's a more casual environment. There's a low light so that you can actually see what you're eating. So you're not just in pitch black dark. All of these things make it this consumer's preference. But I haven't found such an environment out here. So movie going, I've done a lot less, exponentially less movie going since I've been living up here. So yeah. But it is what it is. Everybody has their cup of tea.
Right, exactly.
New Star Wars figures are coming to the world. Let's see from Hasbro.
Yes. Yeah, so these were revealed during a Hasbro fan stream, which is something they do, I think, every month. And yeah, some of these are from Ahsoka, which is quite exciting. We've got Star Wars Obi-Wan Kenobi and yeah, some Clone Wars era storytelling here as well. So yeah, this is the Mandalorian Super Commando. It says it's Ahsoka, and I've watched Ahsoka, and I've watched The Mandalorian, and I don't remember this character.
Yeah, and that's rough. I have those moments too. So it's like I'll have to go and check out who's the boss, and Mike will talk about it, and then I'll know what I'm looking at and be reminded of why I should remember this character. Baylan Skoll, I do remember.
Yes, me too. Absolutely. No question there.
Adored this character. Sadly, the actor who portrayed Baylan has passed. But just an amazing and hopefully, just really stunning figures. I can't get over the way figures have changed from when I was younger. Just the amount of articulation within the figures. And then and just in that, in the small size too, because this is a 3 3/4 inch figure, but yet you have much greater detail. They actually they much more closely reflect the person who was portraying the character. They don't all just kind of have a singular male, singular female.
Right. One face. And then you're just like, okay, we're changing the hair color. We might change the eye color.
Right. But the fact that you can do kind of the shoulder bend, and because I remember, my Vader back in the day was just up and down. That was it. You didn't have the elbow bend, so
or even the wrist, because that's a thing now too.
Oh yeah, no, I would have had way too much fun doing stop motion.
Yeah.
Movie fun and whatnot if I'd have had access to these kinds of articulated characters. So be sure to check out the collection that we've got highlighted: Clone Troopers, Anakin Skywalker. There is a wide variety of characters from both the light and dark side of the galactic battles. So you can be sure to check those out. With that, Becca, I have a sensational 7 this week.
Yay!
So here we go. Tomorrow is Ahsoka Tano Day. January 29th, 17 years ago is when Ahsoka was introduced to the universe. They celebrated over the weekend with some fun out at Galaxy's Edge, both coasts. This is actually from Florida, Galaxy's Edge East. And they ended up with Josh D'Amaro ended up stopping by. So if you check it out on Ashley's Instagram, you get to see Josh wield a lightsaber and join in the celebration. But for us, I've got a list: Sleepy, Happy, Grumpy, Dopey, Sneezy, Bashful, Doc, celebrating Ahsoka. We're starting off with Sleepy. Some loungewear. These are nice, soft, cuffy, pajama-like set. celebrating Ahsoka from her universe. It's got the phrase, "This is a new day, a new beginning." You have the familiar orange, blue, and white that we associate with Ahsoka. For happy, a simple backpack. And the reason I'm happy, it's on sale. It's usually $68.99. Right now, it is $27.60. It features her familiar. Oh man, the word just popped out of my head.
I know. I'm thinking of it too, and
Contrals.
yes,
And the blue and white. It's very simple. Even the interior is just a singular color. You also have that design of the blue and white on the straps, but overall, this is a much more simplistic backpack. Not a whole lot to it. So you can find this over at Her Universe. For Grumpy, I went with an era that was a challenge for Ahsoka, and this is when she had to walk away. And so I thought of it kind of a little bit more deep, a little bit more troubled. And so I am no Jedi. And this is one of the things that I personally love about Ahsoka is that while she maintained her commitment and her focus on the Jedi as a culture, as a life system, the kind of structure itself, she walked away from. For Dopey, I go with sparkly things. In this case, it's a buckle down Star Wars belt that you can get from Amazon. It's got a few charms related to Ahsoka and her journey, but also a little celebration of Star Wars itself with that iconic Star Wars logo in an enamel charm. For Sneezy, keep you a little warm. This is from Heroes and Villains. Their level of quality is impressive. I've had a few items from them. When I order a sweatshirt from them, it's a heavier weight. It's a nicer material than if you're just grabbing something oftentimes from like a Walmart or those are those lighter weight sweatshirts. So this is going to be always maybe a deeper weave with something like a scarf and beanie. So we have that familiar Ahsoka fulcrum logo on the scarf and the beanie here. If you've not checked out Heroes and Villains, go take a peek because they're geek wear. They have a wide gamut of stuff and really interesting items. And like I say, I have found that their items wear well, wash well, hold up well over time. So let's see, sleepy, happy, grumpy, dopey, sneezy. We're going to jump into bashful. In this case, it is a reversible wrap scarf, also from Heroes and Villains. And on one side, we have a deep palette of blues with that striped pattern. But then you can flip it around and you've got the white and blue coupled with that fulcrum logo. And I think I'm getting that right. Every once in a while, I question myself and I'm like, wait, I think that's the logo, but I'm going to stick with that.
I really like that. I have not seen that before, but I love both sides.
Yeah, and there's some details on the belt as well. With the whole, I'm a big fan of this item, and I just found it today in looking through these items and making sure I had a full list. So finally, hang on, I've got something playing in the background. Ta-da! Okay, and finally, we're gonna go with, I like to think of Doc as the one who's the foundation of the dwarfs, and in this case, we're gonna go back to the Clone Wars. So we're looking back earliest introductions to Ahsoka. So you have an Ahsoka silhouette here, along with some of the troopers from her unit there, and the familiar orange and blue color palette that we associate with Lady Tano. So, yay. Ta-da! So there's my Sensational 7 celebrating Ahsoka because I love Ahsoka.
Oh, that's such a cool shirt.
Thanks. This is a box lunch. So they gave this to me a while back. So yeah, I appreciate it. Now I think we've got some items that Becca wants to be sure y'all don't miss over on Laughing Place.
Yes, we've got our shopping list. Over at Disney Store, there is a Mickey and Minnie Sweethearts Dooney and Burke collection, or I think it's actually more just one bag. And then we already had a sneak peek at the ear headband in our ear headband article much earlier. So that's something that's new for fans of Mickey and Minnie. Dooney and Burke also has a 75th anniversary Cinderella bag that I believe is exclusive to Disney Store. It's very beautiful. It's got the font from the film and just Cinderella's on there and a couple of her friends, some bluebirds. It's really, really beautiful. Over at Disney Store, they also have the Inside Out shoulder plush. So some of your favorite emotions are now available as a little companion to sit on your shoulder. There's a new, very 90s Disney-style reversible top. We've got Mickey, we've got Minnie, and we have Winnie the Pooh. And so one side is bright, bold colors, and the other side is an all-over print, and it's kind of fun. These are for adults, so if you really want to get back in touch with your 90s self, this is the way to do it. There's also some new Disney Parks tumblers and some almost like the Stanley cups. There's also some of those designs as well, where you've got the handle, and then they come with a little pouch on the front. So that's very character inspired. Run Disney has the Princess Half Marathon weekend coming up, I believe, next month. And well, yeah, we're almost into February now. And so they've previewed some of their merchandise that will be available. And then if you are at Disney Springs, there's a new section at Marketplace Co-op, right? Where there's Run Disney clothing and accessories that you can purchase for your everyday adventures. Galentine's Day is here. We've got a roundup of some of the cute Disney items that you can get for you and your pals. And then Hot Toys has Rogue from X-Men. This is in kind of the comic book. I mean, I guess they're all comic book, but more of that. I don't know, that 90s era X-Men that you're used to. That's the character there. And then Star Wars Power of the Force is going to be a year-long campaign. We've got a roundup of some of the new and available merchandise for Star Wars fans. So
fantastic. I love how they come up with little names every so many months for their merchandise roundups.
Right? I know.
Going back to your plush, I like Gio saying anxiety on my shoulder. I think that's all I need.
Yes, I would be like, I'm referring you to her because this is how I feel right now. Well, I shouldn't say her. Okay, so none of the emotions are necessarily like, yes, in Riley's head, some of them are male and some of them are female.
Right.
So yes, I think, yeah, instinctively I'm like, oh, well, anger is masculine. It's like, no. As you see in the mother and father, and in some, like in when we get a glimpse into their head, it's kind of like the entire emotional core emotions have taken on, the personas that the parents both apply best. But yeah, so for me, anxiety would definitely be female. She'd be like, oh.
Gio popping in tonight on Disney Trivia Live. Plan for a vacation at 7:30 p.m. because it is National Travel Planning Day. Earlier, I was here chatting with our friend Becky from MEI Mouse Fan Travel. We were discussing the joys of using a travel planner, reaching out to a group like Mouse Fan to let them do the hard lifting when it comes to your vacation. So be sure to check that out. We talked about some of the offers, what we're looking forward to in the world of Disney parks and cruise lines and whatnot, and even beyond Disney, because there's other places to visit too. They're a lot of fun. Universal, Royal Caribbean, all sorts of places out there that you can have some family fun, whether your family is one or many.
Yes.
Right. So
that's exactly.
Man, Becca, it's been a few days around here. And I am eager to have a bit of a rest. I'm going to be honest and say I need to finish The Bachelor. I got partway through. I didn't get to see who gets the roses.
Okay.
So my brain is kind of over there wondering who got the roses. So I'm gonna go finish that up. Is there anything on TV that has you equally distracted and excited? Any shows that you look forward to putting on when your day has come to an end?
Well, we've been watching Severance,
Oh,
which is not Disney, but it's an Apple TV Plus show, and I'm very much enjoying it.
okay,
I told Kyle it's delightfully disturbing or like unsettling.
okay.
So I've very much enjoyed that. And then we watch Plex, one of the streaming internet channel or streaming channels, and they go through Drew Carey's show, Perfect Strangers and Growing Pains. Gotta say, I really like Growing Pains.
Okay.
Like it's so funny. It's so good. So yeah, that's what I've been catching up on ancient TV and then some not Disney stuff.
Well, let me pull you into the modern era and
Okay.
into our Disney bubble and say Paradise. Hulu Paradise. They dropped 3
Okay.
episodes this week, and I am very much enjoying it. I was previously a fan of Sterling K. Brown through This Is Us,
Okay.
and a fan of Dan Fogelberg also because of This Is Us and Gallivant, which I still the two is I can't, but um it is remarkable. It is fun. There are several actors that I know from other shows that are a part of this as well, and I am enjoying them here too. And yes, Donna, you need to watch Paradise. I was excited about it, and these first 3 episodes have only increased my anticipation for it in
Okay.
weeks ahead. So
Very
there we go.
cool.
So with that, we will say farewell. See you guys next week. Thanks as always for joining us. Bye.
Bye.